What's up, everybody? This is Corey, Mission Side Hustle, and as you know, I am on a mission to grow $500 to $1 million. Today, I have an awesome episode for you guys. We make a ton of money. We do our biggest junk clean out ever. It's a foreclosure home. It's trashed. There's a ton of stuff inside of it. Some stuff, though, we keep and we resell, which pads that bottom line and really helps drive the channel net worth really far ahead of this episode. You guys are really gonna like it, so make sure you watch all the way through. Before we move on, I always gotta ask you guys, please make sure you feed the YouTube algorithm its likes and like the video right now. It helps out so much and I really do appreciate it. Also, if you have not already, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be on this journey with me all the way to $1 million. Now, one quick note before we move on, I made a WeBull account a couple weeks ago and I forgot to track that as part of the net worth of this channel. So I just want to say I have 2 stocks, a total value of $8. So we're gonna go ahead and add that in, but I did get them for free. And if you guys want some free stocks, I have a link below for a link to WeBull. So if you guys want to go ahead, make an account, and if you deposit $100, you get a second free stock too. I got some small ones, but I do know people sometimes get some bigger ones too. So check it out if you guys are interested. Also, don't be alarmed by my big beard in the beginning. This was many weeks ago before I got it trimmed. So no, I didn't just suddenly grow it out of nowhere. This is before we cut it. And last thing, guys, as a reminder, the current channel net worth is $11,897. Let's go. What's up, everybody? So today I've got a very busy day lined up. I'm getting a late start to it because I'm actually uploading one of the videos today that if you're watching this now, it's already been uploaded. It's the antique video. I think it's a pretty good one. I like it. But anyway, what we're doing right now is I'm unloading my trailer. I picked up these 2 couches and this lounge chair for free over the weekend. And again, I work on the weekends in the mornings, and then Monday, which is today, is like my day that I just go like all out and work on Mission Side Hustle stuff. So we're unloading these, getting them inside of my storage unit, and then we're going to get started with a massive clean out today. It's the one that I mentioned to you guys before, and actually there's been some really big changes with it. So what I'm gonna do is get these unloaded, head over to that place, show you the inside, and talk to you about what's gonna happen. But all I gotta say, big payout. Lots of work, big payout. It's gonna be sick. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, it's all done. Let's head to the flip. Here we go. All right, I'm here at this house that's gonna be flipped. And are you guys ready to see what I'm working with? Check this out. Woo! Let's take a walk around. So as you guys walk around here, you'll see that there is just a lot of stuff that needs to be cleared out of this place. You got some of these bike parts here. There's just stuff everywhere. I don't know, what's all needs to be thrown away, what all is possibly being kept. That's the thing, is I might be able to keep some of this stuff and resell it, like this. Not great. 20 bucks though. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here that I think I could probably just hold on to and resell in some capacity. It's like driftwood thing, I don't know, man. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and clear out all the dump stuff first, and I'm gonna just kind of keep setting aside things that I think we might be able to flip as time goes on. Yeah, I mean, this is like little artwork things. So anyway, I'm clearing this whole thing out. This is kid stuff in here, but you guys get the point. This is gonna be a quite a hefty job. There's just stuff in every room. Let me show you the garage. There might be some things in the garage real quick too that might be worthwhile. Kitchen, not a chance. Oh, this is nice though. They got, there's even a trash can here that I can use to put stuff in. That'll help out a lot. Again, a little driftwood thing. Someone will buy that once it's dusted off. Maybe I'll consult some people that I've met through junk hauling and see if maybe like this metal is recyclable. Maybe I take that to a recycling center or scrap yard and get paid actually for a little bit of scrap. At the very least, it would be saving money on the dump as always. Again, here's another one of these, but it's a little torn up. So I don't know. I think a lot of the stuff, not a lot. I think a percentage of the stuff can be salvaged. This is kind of cool. Yeah, that's cool, man. I think that could work. Last thing I want to show you guys too is there is a backyard in this place. Doink. You can see it possibly there. A shed and another shed over there. I don't know why I don't just walk outside. Oh, okay, that's why I'm not walking outside. Because it is crowded. You guys get my point. If I can just... You guys see the point? Probably pretty bad, but you see the point. There's 2 sheds in the back too. Here's the thing. They're plastic and they're kind of dirty, but I'm making enough money now that I can actually afford a pressure washer, and I'm pretty sure I can pressure wash those things, disassemble them, and sell them for a few $100s each, as long as they're not in terrible condition. Anyway, this could be a highly lucrative deal. I am doing this entire clean out for $2,000. It's a lot of work. It's gonna be a lot of time. I'm gonna get a lot done today. I'm gonna hit it hard and clean this thing out here really, really well, really, really fast. But I gotta stop yapping. So $2,000 is the clean out for this place. Then I'm gonna keep a fair amount of these items, hopefully to resell. But we gotta get started. So let's jump right to it and see how much we can wrap up today. Let's go. And I just started the clean out. I already feel conflicted. There's so much stuff that, like, I don't want it, but I don't particularly want to go put it in the dump. Like all these books. I don't know. Maybe I can go donate a lot of this to Goodwill or something. One, I don't know if I get a tax write-off or not, but two, I just don't want to put all this stuff in the landfill if it doesn't need to go there, and it doesn't really need to go, I don't think, for the most part. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a donate pile first. Recycling, trash, donate. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep track of how much money we can make on the resale of this job, because that just might be kind of interesting to do too, is to show like, yeah, $2,000 to clean this thing out. I'm happy with $2,000. It's gonna take probably a lot of time. But it would be really cool too to show like what you can make also by being a little careful through the sorting of what we can recycle at a scrapyard, what we can resell, and what we can save on dump fees by donating. So let's see how that goes. But starting right there with this little ferry. Dang, dude, I don't know the circumstance of these people leaving so suddenly. This is kind of sad. This says like someone's first birthday party on film. So I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a softie. I'm gonna hold on to it just in case. I don't know. Maybe the buyer for this place knows the lady that dipped out, and maybe we can send it to him. So I don't know. I got kids, dude. I'm soft for that stuff. Alright, this front part of the living room's coming along pretty well. It hasn't been too long, let me see. I really think it's only been about like 30 minutes maybe. So I'm using these dumpsters, or these trash cans rather, to just take them, dump them into the trailer, and then when it's pretty full, there's a few mattresses in the house, like 2 mattresses, I'm gonna lay them on top and just cinch it all down with a ratchet strap, take it a dump, and just boom, push out the trailer, come on back. So let's keep this thing going. Now, I don't expect anything out of this, but I have always been told to make sure you flip through books before you throw them away or donate them or anything, just in case someone put a little something in there, like $1 for a bookmark or something like that. And I actually had an episode like when I first started this where I flipped through some books and I found, not any money, but I found someone's note they had written through, so it was worth nothing, but just goes to show like people put stuff in their books sometimes, hollow them out. Maybe I'll find $1 million, I don't know. Maybe I'll find a gold brick inside one of these books. I think I would feel that though. Maybe I'll find a $100 bill, that'd be cool. All right, guys, we are just about done with the living room for the most part. There's still some stuff in here, obviously, but I'm thinking I might give that away for free. I'm thinking I might be able to clean that and resell it. It's actually a really nice couch. It's just really dusty is the problem. It's got a few little scratches on it, but really that's a really cool color. That camel brown is really nice, and I think once I wipe it down, it'll be really good. At the very least, that's a donatable item and not going to the dump. However, this thing's pretty gross. That, I mean, the leather cleans up pretty good. fabric stuff like this just lets dirt and stuff cake into it. So this is gonna have to go to the dump. Maybe I'll take it. I might take it, you know what I'll do? I'll take it home when I'm done today and curb alert it and see if anybody wants it. If not, then I'll just take it to the dump. But it's always best, in my opinion, to give stuff away than to take it to the landfill. So I'm gonna keep going here. A lot of the stuff's recyclable. You guys see these bikes, I'm gonna have to go recycle those instead of take them to the dump. There's some electronics, which I'm not really sure what to do with that yet. And then I'm gonna work my way back into here and start getting some more of these household items out of here. All in all though, it's going pretty good. I've only been here about an hour, I think, maybe an hour and 15. So pretty good. I'm gonna keep going. I've got the trailer filled up with like little stuff now, so I'm gonna start throwing some big stuff on top of it so that I can ratchet strap it down and take the stuff to the dump here pretty soon. So let's do it now. All right, so change of strategy as I often do. So I was getting ready to leave because I have all this little stuff crammed inside the trailer and it's just about to the edge of the wood. But what I figured out is I have enough like tall, long furniture where I can actually make kind of like sidewalls that go up a little higher so I can fit more stuff in there. I see a lot of these dump companies do that, especially if they're just like small businesses like me. They always have wood on the side so they can have less trips to the dump. Less trips to the dump is more time at the job, less commuting, saves you a lot of cost, saves you a lot of time. So you get my point here. So I put some furniture on the side. I'm kind of making these larger walls so I can fit more of this little stuff in there. So, but anyway, I'm gonna move on to the kitchen and then the bedrooms and just keep this thing going. We'll see how much we can fit in here today. We've only been here like an hour and a half. I mean, I need to stop messing around with the camera so much and get more work done. So I'm gonna do that now, stop recording for a while and just do a ton of work around here and see how much we can do. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm definitely starting to slow down a little bit, and I'm also kind of running out of time. I really can only devote a few hours at a time when I come to these jobs. I don't have, you know, Mondays I have a lot of time open, but I still have to like pick up my kids, and I spend a lot of time on YouTube in the morning, just like getting videos ready. So my time is in short supply often, but at any rate, we've got the living room done. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the last few items in the back of the trailer and then get on out of here and probably come back here in the morning for a little while before I work for the day. So anyway, let's go ahead, hop out, wrap it up, and I'll catch back with you guys pretty soon. All right, guys, so you can see here in the trailer that I've got all the little stuff loaded in the bottom and the big stuff loaded on top, and then we cinched it all down with some ratchet straps here to make sure it's nice and secure. I could have gone a little higher, I could have fit a bit more, but I gotta tell you the truth, feeling a bit tired today. It's probably because I turn 31 tomorrow, so getting up there in age and, you know, fatiguing a little bit easier these days, as you guys can see. But at any rate, man, let's go ahead. We're gonna be done for the day. I'm gonna take this stuff first thing in the morning, dump it out, then come back after that and do some more. And then I gotta work my soccer business in the afternoon. So, and then I had my birthday. So let's go ahead, call it a day, and I'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit once we got some more stuff going on. What's up, everybody? So it is the morning after the day you saw me doing the clean out of that property, and we are about to head back there in a little bit, but first things first, we got to go to the dump and get this thing unloaded. It's still full of all the stuff from yesterday, so we're gonna dump that out of there and head back to that property and try and finish up today. I can work till about lunchtime, and then I have to work for my soccer business afterwards, so I'm limited on time today, which is why I'm gonna get started so early right now. It is 6 in the morning, and again, we're gonna head to the dump first thing. And by the way, it is my 31st birthday, so this is an amazing way to celebrate by throwing some junk around. So let's go ahead and get right to it, get to work. All right, let's get ready to throw out the last little bit in my truck bed here. I took the lid off this kitty litter, and it was the old Playboys and the kitty litter trick. The oldest trick in the book, I'd say. Nice. All right, all done with this load here. It only took probably like 15 minutes because it was mostly just big stuff I was throwing out, and then all the little stuff I was able to just kind of shovel out as well. So we're gonna head to the property now and get back to loading this thing with more junk. Let's go. All right, guys, so we made it to the property this morning, and I don't have a lot of time to record today. I'm in a big hurry to get as much done as I can in the first couple hours this morning before I go work on my soccer business this afternoon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull it all out here, get this thing loaded as best I can, and then I'll take you guys inside and show you the progress that I've been making on it. But man, I think I'm gonna get a lot done today. I'm feeling much better today than I was yesterday. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go. All right, guys, so I'm in the property right now. This place, we're making pretty good progress, I would say. This main room is pretty much done aside from stuff that I'm either going to clean and resell / donate, and then some stuff just put on the curb. Kitchen's pretty much done except for that cabinet. I got this back room pretty much done. There's a piano. So I'm gonna try and resell a piano. Go to the bedrooms. This room is looking good. It's cleared out, swept up. This one's got a little bit left in here. And again, some stuff I'm gonna keep and resell over here. The last part of what I have is gonna be these back sheds. And there are some things in them. But you know what, like it's good. Those sheds though, I talked to one of my friends who I know has like bought and sold those before. And he said those are worth a pretty good amount of money. And I thought that too. So I'm gonna disassemble those, get them cleaned up and resell those sheds as well. So I think like, I know I could be charging more for the whole home clean out. I know this. And I'll explain more about it here in the future, but I'm trying to think big picture. And at the end of the day, $2,000 is means to an end. It gets us closer to having more capital to do things. So yeah, I know I'm not charging top dollar all the time, guys. I get it. I really do. I get it. I know I get a lot of comments about how you should charge more for certain things, and that's true. But it is means to an end to get us where we want to be so that we can have more capital to do other types of investments and not just sort of the junk hauling or the furniture flipping. So more to come on that. That's much more looking further ahead. But at any rate now, I'm gonna go ahead, head to the dump, get this stuff unloaded, and try to knock out the final load of junk. I think we got one more junk load, which will be the third load, and the final load will be the one where we take all the stuff to keep and resell and all that. So I'm thinking this is a 4 load job, maybe 5 if I'm including like being careful with the sheds and getting those out of here. So end of the day, pretty good. I'm still pretty happy with this. This is all very compact with my time and distance and everything. So enough talking. Let's go ahead and get back to the dump, drop the stuff off. Guys, just cleared it all out. I've got the trash cans empty. I kept a lot of these plastic boxes to refill with garbage. Sorry it's so loud. There's the tractor over there. But anyway, it's all empty. We're heading out of here. I'm gonna catch back up with you guys in a little bit once we head back to the property. But for now, I'm all wrapped up. All right, guys, so I'm showing up to the house now to start my 3rd load. The contents of the house on the inside is pretty much gone except for stuff that I'm either going to be like donating or trying to resell. So I'm going to start working on the garage and just finishing up the 2 bedrooms that are over here. So far on this job, I'm probably 7 or 8 hours in. It's coming along pretty good. Now, one thing about today, out of all the people in the whole world, you would think I'd make sure to remember my camera, but all I have today is my phone, so I'm not really gonna record a whole lot. I'm just gonna show you guys the trailer here in a second, empty, and then I'm gonna spend probably 2 hours here today loading up what I can and then get back to the things that I gotta do, but I can definitely devote about 2 hours today to load this thing up. So let's go ahead. I can't waste any time since I'm on a time crunch here. I'm trying to knock this job out. This has been a big one, and I don't wanna spend too much time on it. So let's go ahead, wrap it up, and I'll catch up with you guys here in a bit once the trailer's all loaded. Let's go. Boom, sidewall. All right, guys, so I've been here, loaded everything up. It's full. You guys can see it's very full. Again, I'm recording on my phone because I left my GoPro and my camera at home. What I'm gonna do now is go ahead and just take this stuff to the dump, unload it. I'm gonna swing by my house though before I go so I can get my GoPro. But at any rate, man, once I drop everything off, take it to the dump, everything, I'm gonna be in this job about 11 hours, I would say. Just getting up there in time, but it's still not bad. But at any rate, let's go ahead and get this stuff, unload it, get this trailer empty, and then all we have left is the sheds and the back patio, and then we're gonna be wrapped up. And there's a lot of stuff to resell. I got those couches, I've got the sheds themselves. There's things inside one of the sheds. The other shed I don't even have open yet, so we're gonna find out there's some stuff in there too. But let's go ahead and knock it out. All right, guys, so I ended up not having time to go to the dump yesterday, so what I'm doing is I'm heading there right now this morning. And it looks kind of light out on camera, but it's actually pretty dark. At any rate, I'm gonna go ahead and head here this morning before everyone at my house is awake. And then when I'm done unloading this stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and do my morning routine, which is usually like get my kids up, take them to school and everything like that. And then before I head in and start working today, I'm gonna go back to the property and just pick up the stuff that I'm gonna go ahead and take to my storage unit to clean and flip. And then the inside of the house, man, it's done. So that's great. We still have the outside stuff. And again, I could be more efficient with these loads, but I wanted to go ahead and get the inside cleared out first, because if you guys know anything about house flipping, if you don't, that's fine. But if you do, you know that like the timeline is very important. So I'm trying to get like the inside done so they can start doing the renovations right away. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff unloaded here in a second. You can see it in the back. It's loaded pretty good. Go ahead and get it unloaded and then move on to get the flipping stuff. Let's go. All right, guys, so super early this morning, before anyone was even awake in my house, I went ahead and dropped off that final load to the dump. Now my trailer is empty, so the last thing I have to do inside the property here is take out this row of donate items, and then this row of things that I'm going to go ahead and clean up and try to resell. Minus that blue couch, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the curb and hopefully someone takes it for free. As well as those electronic waste items, I gotta take those to a specific recycling point. But other than that, the inside of this property is done. I still need to do the outside, I still need to do the outside, which is those shed areas and some stuff in that patio. But this is a kicker. I think that I looked up those sheds in the back. I think you can probably sell each shed for like $500 once I take them apart and get them pulled out of here. So I'm gonna make some good money just off of those as well, in addition to the clean out job here. But yeah, guys, it's getting into like the early evening here. I'm done with work for the day. My dad is in town. It was my birthday a few days ago, so he's in town now. We're gonna go have some dinner and stuff like that. But first, I'm gonna put this guy to work. You cannot come visit me without having to work for Mission Side Hustle a little bit. That's just how the way things are around here. But anyway, let's get it all pulled out, get it loaded, head on out. Let's go. Guys, this is what I was saying about this couch earlier, is this thing's actually in really good condition. This looks really nice. It needs to be cleaned up in some areas, but even like inside here where you'd expect it to be really dirty, it actually looks in pretty good shape. Same thing over here. The leather's just really, really dusty. It's clean on the inside, which is a really good sign. I didn't want to sell anything if it was going to be like clearly disgusting or have any signs of like bed bugs or roaches or anything. It's got some marks. Got this cat scratch mark area, I guess is what that is. But at any rate, this thing is gonna be a really good seller when I do get it cleaned up and get it listed. So I'm definitely gonna resell this thing. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing now is gonna be donate items. So I'm gonna pull it out and throw them in here now. Guys, I just wanna take you through this place as I'm walking out. We're doing a final walkthrough right now. So I showed you guys what this place looked like in the very beginning. When we came here, man, it was real dirty, and well, it's still pretty bad, but at least it's not full of crap. So you guys see the living room, there's the back room where the piano and stuff was. So the place is cleared out really well. Take you to the final 2 bedrooms so you guys can see that everything in here is cleared out. And then the final bedroom, oh, bathroom right there, gross. Bedroom, clean-ish. Final bathroom, cleaned out. So this place is done. I still gotta do, like I said, the backyard sheds. But other than that, the main bulk of what we had to do is wrapped up. So I'm gonna go ahead, lock this place up, head out of here. This has been a very hard episode for me to film because every time I've come here, you guys have seen me come here lots and lots of times. And the reason is I'm never coming here and spending like 8 hours at a time. I'm not getting a full day while I'm here. It's always an hour to maybe 3 hours tops that I could come here and do anything. So this has been a very like fragmented, chopped up job as far as my time goes. I haven't been able to devote a big portion of it to this, which is why I've come so many times, but we are almost done. It's a hefty job. It's expanded for a kind of a large period of time now, multiple days, but at the end of the day, we're getting paid out really well, and it's gonna help propel us even further to the next step what we're doing. So let me show you guys the trailer, that it's all loaded, and we're heading out. All right, everybody, so we're here at the storage unit now, and it's time to unload this trailer and get some things put away and some things donated. Before I move on, I just want to address the fact that by now you guys have seen the episode where I got my real estate license. So my beard is gone, as opposed to earlier in the video where I still had that big old beard. But anyway, we're moving on from it. So I've already actually pulled the couch out here, got it cleaned up, got it ready. Nice. Got some pictures taken of it. It's looking really, really good, actually. This thing seemed really out of place for what was in that clean out house that we were doing. I still have a lot of stuff in the back here, so what I'm gonna do now is I've got some pictures of the couch here, but I'm gonna take some photos with other items staged here as well to make some supporting pictures. So for instance, if I'm gonna sell a lamp, I'm gonna put the lamp here next to the couch. I don't have a great place to stage it. I know people want me to do a backdrop and all these things, and I probably will at some point, just not right now. I just don't have a lot of time. So I'm gonna go ahead, take the supporting photos, try to sell those individual items, and then move on and get back to the job at hand and make some money and get paid for this thing, because man, we definitely earned it. So let's go ahead and get to it. You know, guys, the real funny thing is, before I decided if I was even gonna flip this couch or not, I felt so conflicted because it came out of a really kind of crappy, dirty property, and I didn't wanna like sell somebody a piece of junk. But man, this thing came out really good. I spent a lot of time. You guys can see how many Lysol wipes are down there. I wiped this thing down from head to toe. It looks totally different. It smells clean. It looks good. This is actually my favorite color for couches, so I kind of want to keep them, but like to use in my Airbnbs, but that's a whole nother story. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I already ordered a bunch of new stuff, so it is what it is. But the funny thing is, I was on the fence, so I appealed to the highest moral authority I could think of, and that's Instagram. Posted on my story if I should flip these couches based on where they're coming from, and I did not have one person say no, don't flip it. It was probably 80 to 100 responses of people saying flip it, flip it, flip it. My favorite one was somebody said it would be wrong not to flip it. So just gotta do it, man. Gotta follow what the gram says. So anyway, let's go ahead, close up shop, head to Goodwill, donate, and back to the property. Let's go. Bit of shopping. Let's go. Woo! All right, guys, we got some new tools here. Spent 56 bucks, and I got some of these bolt cutters, and then I also got some of this this mesh tarp, because I recently posted a junk removal video, and a lot of people said this would be a good idea to get one. So you know what? Why not? Might as well. Sounds like a good idea to me. These bolt cutters, though, I'm pretty excited because there's one shed in the backyard there that I've not opened yet to see what's inside of it. So this will be kind of fun to go ahead and chop this thing open. I mean, I got to do it anyway because I got to remove everything out of there, but I have no clue. It could be empty. Honestly, it could be totally empty for all I know, but there is a lock on it. So maybe we'll get lucky and find some gold bricks in there. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe we'll find $1 million in there, and this will be the last episode. Hope not. Well, kind of. But anyway, let's go ahead, put this stuff away, and drive on over to the property and wrap up this job. All right, guys, we've made it to the property now. We've got all the things we need to go ahead and get started today and wrap up this job. So here's all we got to do. One room here, clean that up, knock that out. Then we've got this shed. This is the one that's locked, by the way. We're about to open that in a second. And then we've got this one here. Some stuff in there. Now here's the good news. This is really good news, actually. The good news is there's probably a lot of stuff in this. The good news is there's probably a lot of stuff in the sheds that I want to keep. I need tools for Mission Side Hustle, so I'll probably keep all the tools that I see out of here. Some stuff will go in the trash, but a lot of tools I'm just gonna hold on to myself. Additionally, the more important thing and the much better thing is I'm removing these sheds as well. However, I'm not going to remove them. Part of my job here is that I get them off the property so they can renovate this landscaping and everything too. Although I looked online on Facebook Marketplace and I found somebody who does shed installations, and I messaged them, and basically I'm gonna sell these sheds to them. I kind of asked them some questions like what they'd be worth, and they said 500 each is what they think I could kind of resell them for. But I told them, hey, if I don't want to deal with that, would you be interested in buying them? They said yes. So I'm actually gonna sell these sheds for $650 total. I could probably sell them for more if I disassemble them myself, take them somewhere to store them while they get set up, but I just don't want to mess with it. If I'm honest with you guys, I'd rather just take 650 bucks and have them remove them for me so I don't have to mess with it. So without waiting any longer, let's crack the thing open. I really want to know what's inside of there. It's killing me. It's killing me to find out. So let's grab the bolt cutters, chop that lock off, check out what's inside, and then finish up the job. Let's go. Hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, boo. That is really disappointing. That's not the gold bricks. Oh, lawnmower, maybe. Okay. Not the gold bricks I was hoping for. Well, at least I'll sell the sheds. Bummer. All right, let's clear the junk out. Enough messing around. I'm devastated, but we will live. We'll move on. Now, I do know that I can actually dump this tile and cement for free at a contracting place. So I'll probably set the stuff to the side and take this separately. All right, guys, finished out this back room, minus the tile that I'm gonna put with that other pile of concrete tile that I have to dispose of for free. But this room's cleaned up, I've swept it out, it's looking good. And I moved on to the sheds, and well, I've got a pretty good little like staging area over here. I've got all these bins that came out, I'm just throwing stuff in them. I've got the trash cans that I'm gonna fill up and dump those at the dump. I've got a whole other pile of things over here that are kind of like bigger items. I'll just drag those out sort of one at a time at the end. This one's almost done. It's moving along pretty quickly actually. The doorway, a little hard to open because it doesn't get much wider than this. But yeah, no gold bricks in there, no buried treasure in there, but it's moving fast. And then I'll take you guys over to this one and we'll be done today. I think we'll be done in probably 2 hours or less. This stuff goes very fast once I can put it in boxes to carry instead of like loose items. So let's go ahead, wrap this thing up. This is literally the last thing to do for this job, and then we're all done and we'll get paid here and move on to the next thing. So let's wrap it up. Bring in the trash can. Hello, this is Corey. Ugh. All right, now this storage shed is cleared out. However, the backyard is not cleared out. The backyard is getting full because I'm putting all the stuff back here as I'm emptying them out. So what I'm gonna do now is just take all this stuff, put it in the truck and the trailer, and then we only have one more thing to do. It's this one here, and it does not actually, I don't know, it's actually not a lot. This stuff will come out pretty quick. And this is the one with the tools too. This one would be kind of cool to see if there's any tools worth keeping. There's a big table saw in there. I don't want it. I gotta figure out what to do with that. But really, I'm happy because we're just about done with this job as soon as we get all the stuff in the truck. So let's do that now. All right, we got it all put away from that one. We've got everything staged here. Boom, 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 boom. Everything's staged and ready for us to do the final removal. Ah! Let's get it on. That's gonna be a keep bin. Trash, keep. All right, guys, everything's put away. You get the stage cleared out back here. I've got a pile of scrap that I need to take and get recycled. It's cleared out inside of there. The last thing to do is put the new tarp that we just bought over the trailer and get on out of here. So let's hurry. I've been here for a couple hours now, and I do want to go ahead and wrap this thing up and get on out of here. It's been a long time doing this whole job, but man, it's definitely worth it. This is going to be this episode possibly the biggest net worth change. I don't know. That $4,000 month I had flipping furniture was crazy, and that one helped a lot, but this is like probably the second best. This is going to be very, very close to that. So let's go ahead, load up, get on out of here, and I'll catch up with you guys in the morning when I drop that stuff off, and then when I meet the guy over here to get these things sold and pick up the scrap. Let's go. All right, guys, so I'm pulling up at the dump now to go ahead and do the unload, our final unload for this big job that we've been doing here. And I think this one is gonna go really fast, I do. Everything's in boxes, so it's a very, very easy like dump and getting the stuff out of the trailer. So we're gonna go ahead, pull in here, dump it all out. I think it's gonna take 15 or 20 minutes tops. And then today I've scheduled to meet with the guy that I've been working with here, get paid for this job. And we're also gonna have lunch where I plan on talking to him and pitching him a little bit about maybe doing a deal together, doing a flip here in the future, because he seems to be a pro. I'm gonna have some cash on hand, and I'm willing to put in some work. So those two things really go hand in hand a lot of the time, and I would really feel more comfortable doing my first flip maybe with somebody than doing it solo on my own, which I would still do, and I still will do if the answer is a solid no. But let's go ahead, get this stuff out of here, go get paid, go chat with the guy, and then the last thing we're gonna do is sell those sheds and get those removed out of there, and we'll be completely done with this job, and we'll talk about the money for this whole episode. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm heading in to go get lunch now. I'll go eat, come back nice and full, and let you know how it goes. All right, guys, so I just got back in my truck from that meeting, and I think it went so good. Man, I'm so glad I got to meet with him and sit down with him for a little bit. He's definitely a pro in this space, and I got a lot of really good knowledge from him in the couple hours that we sat down and talked. So also while I was there, I'm gonna cover this up because it's got like his info on it. I got paid for that job. So for all the removal, we got $2,000 for the removal itself. Then we're gonna go ahead and sell those sheds for $650, and then I'm also gonna sell that furniture. So when all that stuff is done, we'll have a total revenue for this channel, and then we'll go through all the expenses. So I don't wanna take too long here. I just wanna say one thing. Big changes are coming, big opportunities are coming, and big doors have opened up for us. Let's go ahead, close things out, and I'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit once we sell some of these other items. Let's go. Hey guys, so we've pulled up to the house now for the very last time. All I have to do today is grab that pile of scrap in the back here. Shouldn't take very long, it's a small little pile. And also some tile and things like that. I can dispose of this stuff for free. The tile and concrete can go to a contracting place and they crush it up and make things out of it. The scrap can go to a scrap yard, and then I won't have to pay to dump it, and I might get paid a little bit of money too. I don't know if the scrap value is worth a whole lot of our time, but at least we wouldn't have to pay to dump it, so that's helpful. And also the guy who's buying the sheds today is about to pull up here in probably the next like 5 minutes or so, so this works out really well because I don't want to take them down, I don't want to store them, I don't want to clean them or try to sell them. He's probably gonna make some money on it, and that's totally fine. I just want to wash my hands of it and move on. So I'm still making out pretty dang good with them, selling them both for $650 total. So again, might be worth more, just don't want the hassle of it. So we're gonna go ahead and finish up entirely with this job here, and then hopefully get that furniture sold that we posted not too long ago as well. And then once that stuff sells, we can really cash out on this job. So let's go ahead and take care of that now. What am I gonna do with this? That's good, dude. Like that. Thank you, sir. Awesome, man. Just found this bike in the backyard after he took the shed away, and it's a pretty good ride. Well, assuming you don't need to turn, and assuming you don't need to pedal, but at least the front brakes work pretty good. All right, guys, we did it. We're all done. Sheds are gone. Truck is loaded full of the last pile of scrap and tile that needs to go to the contracting place. Dump it all for free, maybe make a little money. There's like a lawnmower in there. I'm just gonna put it on the side of the road and let someone come take it for free. And it's broke. I don't know if it works or not. It's a piece of crap. Anyway, the point is, we are done. We got $650 from the sheds. We got $2K from the job. We're gonna start reselling some stuff. We're gonna scrap some of the metal that's in there. And soon, man, we're gonna see how much money we made off this whole production. It's a lot. It's a lot. We got some expenses too. We're gonna go over that, but we made out pretty good this episode. All right, guys, my day just went from pretty calm to pretty freaking busy. So a little bit early ago, I went to the scrap yard and dropped off that scrap. And then I came home and we are working on a new Airbnb unit on our triplex. So I was just getting ready to go over there and start working on that. And then someone messaged me about the couch that I got from that big house clean out I just did. So I'm gonna go ahead and deliver that. It's about 20 minutes away. I'm gonna sell that couch for $325 delivered. And again, I bought it for $0 because we got it for free out of that unit that we were cleaning out, or out of that house we were cleaning out. So we're gonna load it up. The problem is I dropped the scrap off, but I haven't dropped off the tile and the concrete yet. So there's a lot of crap in here still, and the helium tank. I mean, dude, what am I gonna start, a balloon company? I don't know, but I gotta do something with that thing too. At any rate, we're gonna load it from the side of the truck. I haven't done that before, but the tailgate's full. If it gets really crazy, I'll move all that stuff. When it's really heavy, I'd really prefer not to. So I'm gonna try and go over the side here to do that. So let's go ahead and get to it. The helium tank is empty, by the way. Just want to point that out there. All right, guys, I just got home from making that sale, and I gotta apologize. I did not record because when I pulled up and got there, I tried to put my truck in park and it wouldn't go into park. I started getting a little concerned, and ultimately, the parking thing is a little screwed up. I can't get the truck to go in park, but I can put it in neutral and put the parking brake on. So a little janky, but you know what, man? I'm not ready to drop no cash on fixing this thing. As long as it runs, we're good to go. So we've got it running. I drove it home, no big deal. Made the sale, by the way. $325. Got a little awkward. I felt a little bad when we started talking about furniture, and he brought up the fact that he had recently watched Ryan Pineda's couch flipping video. Great video. Liked it a lot. Feel a little bad because then it came out that I was flipping the couch. I actually tried to be honest with people when I told him that I got it out of a foreclosure, but I cleaned it up really good and he didn't seem to mind. So Jake, if you come across the channel, man, thank you for being a great customer. Woo, there we have it, guys. This was a long journey. We did a lot this episode, and man, we really made a lot of money. So let's tally it up. I know you guys want to hear about the finances this episode. Hey, real quick too, before I disclose all of them, if you check in the description below, I do track everything and list everything, such as the assets we have, the cash, the liabilities, all that stuff. So if you want a full breakdown, make sure you check below. So let's talk about our earnings this episode. We made $2,000 on the cleanup as a whole. We sold the sheds for $650. We sold that sofa that came out of this house for $325, and then we sold a lot of the scrap for $35. That gives us a total earnings this episode of $3,010. Now again, $3,010 is great. It's not pure profit, but it's pretty close. So let's talk about the expenses. We had to pay $30 for our junk business insurance this month, so $30 for that. Then we went to the dump 3 times. First one was $32, the second one was $36, and the last one was $37. Then we bought some stuff from Harbor Freight, like this mesh tarp on top here, and the bolt cutters. That was $56. We also had to pay truck insurance this month too, $95, and then when it was all said and done, we had to fill up the tank here at the end, $68. Now we did have a 4th trip from this hauling job, but this was all the stuff that I took to my storage unit, and the rest I took to Goodwill, so that didn't cost any money out of the account, but it did take time. That said, it did not inflate the expenses monetarily at all. So that gave us a total expense of $354. So when you take that $3,010, subtract the $354, that leaves us with a new profit of $2,656. When you take that new profit and add it to the channel net worth at the start of this episode, we have a new channel net worth of $14,553. Whoa, guys, we moved up big time this episode, and we were definitely needing a big jump here. We spent a lot of money last episode on the real estate one, so I was very happy to go ahead and replenish that money and then some to keep us going further ahead. At any rate, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.